Muslim rights are human rights. 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 Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
Muslim rights are human rights.
on like constantly, and I kept thinking, because I was, I was like 5 or 6. The big ears and everything.
Okay, you just answered it. You know, I have a friend named Ursula, but she's not Ursula. Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Refugees are welcome here.
My hand again.
All checkpoints
Are again shut down. An Alaska airline supervisor was making that announcement to his employees.
checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed.
This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed.
This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed. This checkpoint is closed.
This airport is closed. This airport. Islamophobia got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. 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 Islamophobia got to go.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Can we see your name?
Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia's
Yours as well. Can we see your name?
ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. 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 Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
A bunch of flights just landed.
A bunch of flights just landed.
They're coming right now.
And they're coming right now.
So please be prepared.
So please be prepared.
Thank you. I think that means everyone's standing.
Everyone's standing.
Needs to go over there.
Needs to go over there.
Sit down with their arms crossed.
Sit down with their arms crossed.
So we can effectively block this exit.
So we can effectively block this exit.
This way, people.
To new civil disobedience
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
requires participation. We are
go.
safer in numbers.
We are safer in numbers.
Thank you.
Close the gap. We got to get you out of the right.
So
So I'm trying to figure out why these officers have grenade launchers, the same type of weapons I saw at Standing Rock. All right, this is 2017 in Seattle. This is how they treat their civilians. This is how they treat the people they're supposed to protect. Business is not as usual. The business model has changed. The business now is to resist. I'm here. If you can get out here, please do. We're in SeaTac. This isn't SFO. This is SeaTac in Seattle. They're blocking the exits and the entrances, and we have to make sure. I'm here to make sure that they are not using excessive force, because these officers look like they're ready to launch. I want to show my neighbor's hand.
We don't get it. Shut down.
This officer is ready to launch.
What do we want? Justice. What do we want it now? If we don't get it, shut down. If we don't get it, shut down. What do we want?
I need everyone to share. Because you're watching this live.
Shut it down. If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
what do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
when do we want it?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
when do we want it?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
when do we want it?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
we want
Justice!
when do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
what do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
March it!
Mic check!
March it!
Mic check!
We are planning a potentially arrestable action. I know I'm saying this right behind the cops, so I don't want to say more. But if you're willing to be arrested, follow me.
If you're undocumented, go with her. If you're an ally and you really show support, go with her.
Put your white bodies on the line.
It's civil disobedience. It's a misdemeanor. Let's go. Let's go to action.
We only have one demand! Release the 13 detainees!
Don't break the ranks. Keep this strong. We already have a decent amount of people.
If you can
here.
afford to
All
get
right, follow
arrested,
me.
go with them. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump,
No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! 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 No KKK, no fascist USA!
no Trump,
No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA!
no Trump,
No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! 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 No KKK, no fascist USA!
Hey, I'm about to go upstairs really quick and just check on the other folks. Hope y'all doing all right. Please share, let the world know what's going on right now. This is real. This is resistance. This is what it takes. If you think you're gonna get detainees released because you ask for it, then you don't have a complete understanding of how this works. Let me see. it did was it provided people, it provided those that were detained to not be deported, but it did not grant them release. So the release is to the discretion of the officers here that are holding them. And oh, 1 second. Are you gonna beat me?
Back.
You gonna beat me?
Back. Stay back.
Are you gonna
back?
Oh yeah!
Back.
Do it again.
Stay back.
You're gonna hit
Stay
me.
back.
Move back! Move back!
Look at that mace. Yeah, mace.
Back up!
I need everyone to share this now. They turned aggressive. They're pushing. They're being violent. That officer can't close a stick. That officer is getting his ammunition ready.
We won't leave till they get out. We won't leave till they get out. We won't leave until they get out. We won't leave till 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 they get out. We won't leave till
This is the officer that assaulted me. Yeah, officer that assaulted me with his baton. That's Officer Miller. His star number. I can't see his star number. State of Washington, Kent Police. It's kind of eerie how every officer here is white. Every single one of them.
Yep. All of them. You know what? They all came from somewhere too. But they forgot that.
They forgot that.
Forgot where they came from.
No, but what it says to me is that people of color aren't even willing to take these jobs.
That's true.
We won't leave till they get out. We won't leave till they get out. We won't leave till they get out. We won't leave till they get out.
An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one.
I need all of you to share this
An injury
so
to
they
one
can
is an
see.
injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all.
An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all. An injury to one is an injury to all.
Officer to the Sheriff's Department. The Linux. Where are you from, officer?
City of Kent.
You shouldn't be talking. Tell your officer you shouldn't be talking.
Should be talking.
Thanks, I'll stop talking.
Are you the sergeant?
I'm not.
You're not the sergeant. Who's the sergeant here?
Are you a sergeant?
I'm a sergeant.
You're not from the same department. So who's your sergeant?
He's not here.
So who do you take commands from?
Command.
Commands.
Hey,
Go back there.
Who do you take commands from? Who do you take commands? And who is it?
What?
Who is that?
Who is it? 7? Who's that?
And can you stop blocking your name? You have to be able to see your name tag.
It's right there.
I can't see a red flashlight.
back up a little bit.
Don't actually.
Yes, you do. By law.
Go ahead and make that happen.
As an attorney of law, you have to be.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Are you an attorney?
Yeah.
What's your bar number?
What's my bar number?
Yeah.
It's 75.
You are an attorney. So am I.
Oh, great.
So I don't have to show you.
No, you actually do. You cannot obscure your name.
You should write me a ticket,
I would.
Well, you're not a lawyer.
but you can't.
Well, if you'd like to take my class at the University
back
of
a little
Washington
bit.
Law
Hey,
School,
hey, back up a little
you're
bit.
more than happy to. And so your name is Officer
Nielsen.
Nielsen. Officer Odo, Riggles, Armello.
Human rights. Immigrant rights are 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 human rights.
Hold on, I need to know this side. So these officers are clearly getting out of line. And I'm going to go to the other side. They're creating a barricade supposedly so that they can protect people, but I'm not exactly sure what they're protecting them from. Because they definitely didn't protect the refugees and the folks that are being detained. I'm coming to the other side to just make sure
We don't care if you're late. America was never great. We don't care. If you're late. America was never great.
so there's people at every
If you're late. America
entrance or
was
exit
never great.
shutting down the airport.
If you're late. America was never great. We don't care.
And I'm just making sure that people are all right and these officers aren't acting out of line. And as you can tell, they try to enjoy very much. Overly aggressive for what I'm not exactly sure, to protect property, most likely, because they aren't protecting the people that need to be protected. I'll come back down here. If y'all have any questions of what's going on, feel free to ask. And do my best to answer them. For those watching, we're here in Seattle SeaTac Airport. There's at least 1,000 people that are blocking the entrances. Because of the 13 detainees here at SeaTac Airport as a result of Trump's executive order. And the police have escalated and increased. As of right now, there isn't any confirmation that they are released. To our knowledge, they are still detained. We are trying to just stay in close contact with the attorneys that are representing them. For those that just started watching, we're here in Seattle Airport, SeaTac.
Thank you. Saanki haddaan ku qabanayo waxay leedahay give me your tired kaada daalan ii keen faqiirkaaga isii dadka dhan ee xurnimo iyo bahalkii raba inay neefsadaan ani ii keen micnaha waxay ku tusaysaa America meesha ay joogtay iyo hadda meesha taagan tahay Soomaalida baalkii sheegay aan rabo inaan wax yar la hadlo marka fiirisid dadka meesha jooga dhan waa cadaan laakiinse marka macnaha arrimaha la suubinayo iyo macnaha ninkan wuxuu suubinayo dhan waxay afka garanaysaa waxay tahay dadka Soomaalida iyo dadka Muslimka ah laakiinse way yihiin dadka meesha jooga macnaha dadka wadanka cadaanka kaliya ay meesha ku arkaysaa dadka Soomaalida dhan macnaha dhibka ugu weyn uu qabsanay kuma arkaysid meesha taasna waa ayaan daro waxaa fiican in laga soo qayb galo macnaha arrimaha noocan oo kale markay dhacayaan waa maasantiin
nation, no deportation, no borders, no 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 nation, no deportation. No borders, no nation, no deportation, no borders, no nation, no deportation, no borders, no nation, no deportation, no borders, no nation. No deportation, no borders, no nation, 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 no deportation, no borders. No nation, no deportation, no borders, no nation, no deportation, no borders.
Shut it down!
If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down.
Justice! Now!
Shut it down. Shut it down. Justice.
Now!
If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Justice. Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
what do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down! Justice! Now! Shut it down! 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 Oh, just a quick update for everyone that's joined. We are here at SeaTac Airport in Seattle. There's 13 people that have been detained as a result of Donald Trump's executive order and the immigration ban. And there's people that were coming into this airport to come home, and they were detained since this morning, and they haven't been released. Many of you know that there was a federal court temporary restraining order. It was an emergency restraining order that prohibited the deportation of those people, but it did not require the release of the detainees. And so there's thousands of people that came to SeaTac Airport. Right now it's about to be 11 o'clock, and people are willing to stay here all night to make sure that these detainees are released. They should be released. There's no reason that they should be detained. They cannot be deported by the federal court order. They need to be let go. And people are here willing to fight for that. Thank you, Nevada. Prayers to all of you. We appreciate you. Share, 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 because these officers are getting aggressive. They brought out grenade launchers. They brought out batons. They were pushing people, assaulting people. I was one of them. We need the world to know that the whole country is unrest. The whole country is an uprising resistance. And it's time to win this. It's time to win it for our people. I need to know why we're here.
Oh, okay. Well, but they can't hear right here because these guys couldn't hear right here.
No justice.
Yeah. That's a. Hold this. Okay. So the science that we're here is because this guy, this chump who's in office as you folks as president, that a lot of you white folks, specifically white women, voted for. He signed an executive order that said Muslim, or people from 7 different Muslim nations, primarily Muslim nations, could not return or come to this nation. And so that meant people who actually went overseas and are from the United States couldn't even return home, even though they live here. That's a problem. You can't return home. And so there was a court order. We believe that that's a violation of the Due Process Clause of the Constitution, and that was actually brought to court to litigate that. And that is being adjudicated as we speak. There is a temporary restraining order on that particular executive order that says it might be unconstitutional, but the chance for irreparable harm is very great. And so in that meantime, they're not going to send those people home to their countries, those 7 Muslim countries.
They won't deport them.
They won't deport them. Thank you so much. They're just going to hold them in detention indefinitely. And here at SeaTac, I believe there's 13 detainees at this time. And so we think that is complete and utter bullshit.
And what is the solidarity like being a native brother?
Yeah. So, as far as native people, what we have in stake is look, here's the thing. This guy's already signed an executive order in regards to Dakota Access Pipeline, which was a facially racist piece of legislation that said we value Native American lives less than we value white lives. He's also signed a facially racist and unconstitutional executive order regarding that wall. Also regarding Muslims, people come from these 7 Muslim countries. If we can't find the connection that there's certain groups that are being undervalued, that are being overlooked, that are being picked on, that are being bullied, that are being subjugated to cruel and unusual punishment, there's a problem. There's a link amongst all those. We are going to go against the most vulnerable groups first, and then eventually, guess what? He's going to get to you too, whoever you are.
Right.
And so that's the inkling here. Even from a self-motivated and a self-interested perspective, I have to be here. We have to be here. It's not even a choice.
And that's why everyone else is here.
Get your life feed.
They need bodies upstairs.
police upstairs.
I'm like, I'm not talking.
All right, we're gonna take this upstairs to see what the heck is going on.
More people. I don't think nobody's getting arrested.
So it looks like the police are threatening arrest or approaching arrest upstairs. We're gonna head upstairs to see what's going on.
Fight back!
Much love to all of you out there that are tuning in. Just keep sharing, because people think that this is a joke, that this is a game, and it's not. It absolutely is not a game. There's 13 people that have been detained against their human rights. They should have the right to come back home with their family, and they're not. Why? Because there's a man who is so egotistical, so racist, so xenophobic, that he believes that he can, in a swipe of a pen, take away the livelihood and the humanity of millions of people. Well, this country is waking up. This country is resisting. This country is saying no more. We're not going to allow that.
Fight back!
And so it's time to fight back. If there's an airport near you, find out if there's people that have been detained there. Find out if there's something being organized, and if there isn't, then organize it, please. Because today we had Dulles, we had JFK, we had LAX, SFO, Seattle, Philly. I can't remember the others, but it's all over the country. This is day, 7 or 8 of this new presidency. He needs to know every day that he wakes up that he's in a country that resists him. Many of whom don't acknowledge him as their president.
Hey, hey, ho, ho! Trump regime has got to go.
So we're following the people. We've been here for a while, and it's a solid crew. It's a strong crew that's staying here. Hey man, you want to tell folks why you're here?
I'm here to defend the First Amendment, freedom of religion, what our country's founded on, what our country's based on. And it's under threat today, it's under attack today. We're here to fight back.
Right on. And there's people here from all walks of life, people here that are coming because they know that the rights of this country, of the people that are on this land, are being decimated, desecrated, and stolen from them. And let's not forget, how was this country formed? It was formed on resistance. Yet these uber-conservative folks tend to forget that. Why don't you tell the people that were dropping private property, the Boston Tea protests, where they dropped thousands of barrels of tea, hundreds of barrels of tea into the ocean? No one's screaming they should have gotten a job. No one's screaming saying they should have gone home. They cheered them up. They said that was the beginning of the revolution for this country, right? Know your history. Know where you came from. You have a reason to be here. Tell them why you're here. Why is this so important? I mean, you're here for a reason, right?
Right.
Why are we here?
There's something super wrong going on. People who are not have green cards, dual citizens, all people like that, who have family here, they're stuck outside, they cannot come in. And all the people here feel the same feeling and suffering that they feel. Now they want to change it. Change the rule and have them come back. To see their family.
And we deserve that right.
Yes, they do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is happening in Seattle. And there's people in every single exit and door. Don't stop, say what? Say what?
Move people to other exits and entrances. 2 lines, linking arms, right here.
Much love to all of you out there. I appreciate everyone here is amped up, full of love, and willing to fight for the people that have been detained. And I know there's people around the country in different airports that have been detained, but I'd love to hear where you all are, where you're from, where you're watching from. Because the solidarity is real. This is what it takes. Again, there's hundreds, if not 1,000 people still at the airport. It's close to 11 o'clock here in Seattle. I hear there's still people at SFO. There's still people at JFK. There was a temporary restraining order to prevent local border patrol from deporting people, but it didn't actually allow them to be released. And so here in Seattle, there's 13 people that have been detained, and they've been here since the early morning, and they still haven't been released. And that's what we're here for. And I want to say that it's time to get up. There's something going on where you are. If you're in the Midwest, if you're in the South, if you're in the Northeast, go get it. Because
Justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for all refugees. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want
refugees. One. We are the people. Two. A little bit louder. Three. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people. Two. A little bit louder. Three. We want justice for all refugees. One.
We are the people.
A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. One. We are the people too. A little bit louder. We want justice for all refugees. Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
all right.
When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, they don't get no peace.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what need some bodies upstairs.
We need some big people to just stand to stop the assault. Well, if they're not doing it, we need some bigger folks to just stand. It's going to be peaceful. Obviously, none of you guys are going to be violent at all, but you're going to link arms and you're not going to let people through. That's the way to do it. That's the only way to do it. So, if you guys want to...
None of us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Stay or go?
I want to go.
So if you're willing and able, go upstairs, but we still need bodies to hold the space here.
I'm not leaving y'all again, my bad. That's all good. I'm not leaving y'all again, that's on me, my bad. My bad, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm gonna plug this thing in.
Shut it down.
Sai, will you hold this?
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, Islamophobia's got to go. 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 Hey, hey, ho, ho, Islamophobia's got to go.
Give me your ears for a second, you guys. If people come through and they try to do that again, you need to turn sideways. You need to have one leg forward, and you need to present your hip and your shoulder and
If
protect.
someone comes in and tries to push at you, you need to pivot your leg left, right, your dominant leg backwards.
Yes.
Dominant leg backwards.
And push your shoulders
body
forward.
in.
Exactly.
Push your body in.
Do not leave your faces unprotected. Go like this. You guys want to make sure that you're for the guys that you're and the girls too, that your genitals
Make sure
are
your
protected.
genitals are covered.
Yeah.
Make sure your chins are covered.
And
put
be
your body
calm. Be calm with people. Tell them we're sorry. Talk to them. But that's what we're gonna have to do if people try to come through, because we don't have a ton of people here.
What about this door here?
Who got hurt in that last part? Who had the camera like around the neck?
What was it?
Did she leave?
I don't. Oh, the lady that was really angry.
No, the lady who got tackled.
I don't know. We didn't see anyone get tackled.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
There are not many of us at this checkpoint, so it's like maybe, I don't know, 20 people.
Hey, hey,
And it's pretty interesting having to tell people they can't get through.
Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey.
Again, I'm still amazed that the airport police, the TSA, they're watching us mobilize and they're letting us do our thing, which I give maximum respect for. Thanks to the cops here who are doing a good job. There's been no misuse of power that I've been able to see personally. I know there's been some little scuffles, but they're little scuffles. Basically, this is a really powerful and peaceful thing that's going on. The scuffles have all been from travelers pushing to try to get through. There was some police stuff, but that was a while back.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Islamophobia's got to go.
Hey, hey.
This whole airport is really alive.
Looks like.
It is really alive. It's nuts. It's like a video game trying to block off
This is what
the different exits.
what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what
There's not much you can see because we're just staring at a space where travelers are going to try to get through.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is.
Hey, what's going on? Shit.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks
No
like.
This
violence,
is what
please.
democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy
So there's a little
looks
scuffle
like.
there.
Hey, somebody link up arms over there.
Yeah, link up arms there.
Over there.
What happened over there?
This has got it for that group right there. So link up arms with them.
Link up arms there. Make that go
Power
further
to
across.
the people. People power. Power.
People power.
Power. Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell
Yeah,
me
little
what
bits of tension
democracy
here and
looks
there.
like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Come on, tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show us what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. What democracy looks like.
It's interesting watching all the airport employees just hanging out.
What do we do?
Basically,
Fight back when they detain our refugees. What do we do? Fight back when they detain our refugees. What do we do?
So they're going to be splitting the group pretty much right here. Just so you know, so try as hard as you can to just make sure we're not going to be
Okay. Hey, sister, did you say that they could possibly are released?
What?
You said they're possibly released?
Possibly. The chief of police right here just said that we're going to get you proof. What do we need to do to get you guys to leave? And I said we need proof that they left and they got home safe. Whatever it is that you can show us that they've been released. He's talking to his officers. He says basically at this point, if we don't stand down, they're going to arrest. They don't want to do that. And they said if you can't give us proof, these people are already where they're at.
Right.
But at this moment, we're holding the line. But in order to
So you heard that there is a potential that they had been released. We're not sure. Hey, sister, can you get her? He's looking for you. It's possibly that she's released or that they're released. We're waiting.
Yeah. You said that there was a waiver. You said that there was any written record.
We need an attorney as well that can go with you.
Yeah. We need a written record that they've been released.
Huh?
Yes, we've asked that they're not released back into being deported. So we need to know if they've been released into safety. Hold on, hold on. No. Right now we can hold the line.
You know what? You know what you can tell them?
We should say, show us the receipts.
Tell them to make a public announcement on their Facebook.
Twitter, show us the receipts. Show us the receipts. Show us the receipts. Clap, clap, clap. Twitter style. Twitter
Show us the proof! 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 Show us the proof!
So just a quick update. There is potential that the detainees may have been released. It is not confirmed yet, but the fight and the struggle is working. The chief of police here in this jurisdiction has come out and he's asked, what does it take to get you out of there? And we said, we need you to prove to us that they've been released. We also know how police are. We also know that sometimes they misinform the public, and so we have the right to be a bit weary of them suggesting that they have been released. So we're trying to figure out how best to hold them accountable to show us that they have been released, if in fact that is true. And so please stay tuned. We're waiting to hear that right now.
Now we need to know that they got out and they weren't released.
Now!
Justice! Now! Justice! Now!
So this man over here, this man right here, is the police chief. And we're ready on news from him.
What's the police chief's name? Do you know?
I don't know his name.
Justice! Now! Justice! Now!
I'll take one of those.
Justice! Now! Justice! Now!
Sessions, right?
Justice! Now! Justice! Now! How do we want justice? How do we want it? Now! How do we want justice? How do we want it?
Now!
How do we want justice? How do we want it?
Now!
How do we want
Justice!
How do we want it?
Now!
How do we want
Justice!
How do we want it?
Now!
How do we want
Justice!
How do we want it?
Now!
How do we want
Justice! Now!
Where's she coming back? I need water back. I'm gonna bring some. I'll bring it back. We need water. Being detained. If I am not being detained, I am free to go.
If I do not have the lawyer skill phone number on my arm. I get it from a neighbor to write it on my arm. Thank you. Around here, get the lawyer's skill.
Yeah.
We'll never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
Nikita!
United will never be divided. The people 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 united will never be divided. People united will never be divided. The 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 people united will never be divided.
Over there, over there, over there.
United will never be divided.
Nikita!
People united
Over there.
will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
Hey, everyone out there, please share. Share as much as you can. We want the world to see. Everyone is willing to get arrested. Oh, they got some backup. Leah, how are you? I was just thinking about you today. So we're waiting on an update to find out if they in fact have been released. And that's the police chief behind that sign. And we have the National Lords Guild talking to them with the organizers. We're trying to figure out what's happening. All right, everyone out there, I know we got a few more followers. I just want to give you an update. Again, we're here at SeaTac Airport in Seattle. There's been 13 people detained from this morning. They haven't been released. They are still detained. They were not deported because there was a federal court order. What's that officer's name? What's that officer's name? Hey, what's his name? Get his name! Officer Delic! Officer Delic! Officer Delic! Officer Delic! We are watching you! You got that?
That's your badge number.
Officer Delic, what is your badge number? Officer Delic, what is your badge number?
The whole world is watching.
The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. That's Officer Delic from Tukwila Police. Hey, Delic. Officer Delic, I need your badge number. What is your badge number, sir, Officer Delic? What is your badge number? I have the legal right to ask for your badge number. You better give it to me right now. What is your badge number? Who is your sergeant? Officer Delic! Officer Delic! Officer Delic!
Deep breath, everyone.
Hold up! We have to get this officer's badge number. What is his badge number?
Deep breath.
Brother, which one? Which are you asking for? Because some of us are down here closer, we can see it.
He's right there, Officer Delic.
It lands on your camera.
He's right there. No, he has a legal obligation to give me his badge number when I ask for it.
Yeah, but they don't do
Talking to that other guy right now. He's the one without the
We need his badge number, sir, Sergeant. Sergeant, we need Officer Delic's badge number. You're done, brother.
Separate yourself from anybody.
Bad move, brother.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Islamophobia's got to go! 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 Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
officer right there. That officer right there. Right there. Had assaulted and pulled the hair of a woman who was walking away. He pulled her from the back, grabbed her hair and dragged her to the ground. And this man right here is filling up his grenade launcher. I'm not sure exactly what he's getting it ready for.
They've got beanbags.
Who was that, Officer Newsom? Who was that? Who was that? I heard you speak. You said something.
Why are we in riot gear?
I'm trying to hear you.
I don't see no riot gear.
Okay, good.
Why are we in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear.
I don't want to hear anything you say. Good.
I don't see no riot gear. Why are we in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear. Why are we in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear.
An illegal gathering.
This is a peaceful.
You are no longer welcome here either.
You piece of shit.
Why are you in riot
Look at that. Look at that.
no riot here? Why are you in riot here?
I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here? I don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot here?
The Port of Seattle police are being ordered to disperse. This is an illegal gathering. You're no longer welcome in the airport.
I don't see no riot here.
These guys are fucking nuts.
May result in your arrest.
I actually have a ticket, so you can arrest me. Thank you very much. And so the majority of the people here.
They just snatched somebody?
Yes.
I would like to know where that person is being taken.
Charlie.
Let them go! 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 Let them go!
Okay, they're not.
Great way to convince us that we're not now living in a
Bad move, brother. Bad move. What's your badge number? 200. Officer of the Fuller Police Department. You're gonna regret that one, aren't you? You're gonna regret that one? Did you pull that lady by her hair? Did you pull that lady by her hair? You wish you didn't do that, huh? You wish you didn't. You can apologize now to the public. There's 7,000 people watching right now. They know what your face looks like and they know your badge number. You wouldn't be the first officer I fired.
Who do you protect? Who do you serve? 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 Who do you protect? Who do you serve?
Thank you for making the people of Seattle feel so unsafe. Thank you.
You are able to go home alive.
Oh, we're going more. We're going more.
No, let's hold the line. Hold the line.
Is this the job that you signed up for?
There are people back here who want us to get them out.
These are the fucking people you're supposed to attack! You're fucking attacking people! Who do you serve?
Hey, next time we go, just cut over. We'll grab everybody in this view. When you cut over to the thing, we'll just grab everybody here.
Hey, if you aren't ready to get arrested, get out of here.
Who do you protect?
Well, we'll do one more command, and if they don't move, then we'll just cut it off and grab everybody.
In the port of Seattle, Tequila.
Move back! Move back! Move back! Move back! What the legal basis is? Let's keep that up. Be careful, they're going to come this way.
Move back! Come on! Move back! Move
Push up and I'll take the steps. All right. Get back! Get back! Move! Get back!
This is the Seattle Police Department. This is the Seattle Police Department.
Move back!
Move back!
I'm moving. I'm moving.
Keep moving!
I am following your orders. I am following your orders.
Move back, please!
Catch up.
Back!
You guys watch our back. Who do you protect? Move back! Move back! Move back! Move back! Move back! Move back! You guys see that? Move back! You see that? Move! Move! Get out of here! Move! Move! You will be arrested if you don't move.
You go on them.
Move back! You better shut the fuck up! You gonna arrest me for what? For what?
Go to disperse, man. Get out. Go. Go.
Move back. Come get me. Watch.
Move back. Get back. Go.
Go that way. Get back. Move back.
I'll go outside.
Open it. Other side. Open it.
Help this guy.
Okay?
Help him. Help him.
Okay, brother, take a knee. I'm a medic. I'll help you.
All right, thank you, friend.
Take a knee. Okay, turn your head to the side. Okay, open this eye as much as you can.
This is
Keep
the
going.
Seattle Police Department. This is
Other
what they're doing to the damn people. What is this? This is insane. Yeah, I'm mad. Yeah, I'm mad.
Move back. Move back. Move back. Move back. Move back. Hold the line! Hold the line! Hold the line!
you're disgraced at the job that you have to do.
You failed. No. They have not failed yet. They have not failed yet. They have not failed yet. We're all brothers and sisters.
No, they failed.
No. They haven't failed yet.
You
They haven't
scream, but
failed
I'm not
yet.
going to scream because you know why? Because they killed my brothers and sisters. You get that? That's why they're under an
Every
injunction.
one of these men enforcement in law, they're our brothers. Isolated incidents or something else. You guys are our brothers. We're here for a reason. We're here for a cause. We're here for humanity. Humanity. We're all humans. We're all humans. We literally are.
But that
Look at us,
discussion lost a long time ago.
we should be able to resolve this as human beings. We should be able to resolve this. You're holding people against the fucking will. Let them go. You're on the wrong side of history.
Wrong side of history.
Wrong side of history. Wrong side of history. Come to the right side of history. Come to the... Stop. Dude, the people are come to it. Yeah, I know, but if you want to influence them, you gotta, are you kidding me? I had to fire police chief because of this. You understand? They have one job, and it's not to protect them. Every individual in this, well, good luck. But you can't tell the rest of the people who have a heart too. I'm addressing everybody with a heart. I'm sorry, you have an isolated incident. I'm sorry.
It's not isolated. It's not isolated. There's 1,198 people that were shot by police.
These are human beings too. These are human beings.
Absolutely.
They have lives
but they have the choice to give up their badge.
Yeah. No, nobody's gonna. That's not practical for them to give up their badge.
You know how many people give up their badge at Standing Rock? 50 sheriffs did.
Okay.
Exactly.
It takes courage, and not everybody.
Yeah, and they don't have courage.
People have
because
families.
the system is
People have
working.
families.
The system is working.
Come to the right side of history. 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 What? Okay. Yeah, she's trying to make
Mayor Murray famously declared Seattle as a sanctuary city.
Sanctuary city.
How is it possible?
How is it possible?
He has now deployed Seattle police to attack peaceful protesters. Let's call these rotten politicians out.
Let's call these rotten politicians out.
Thank you, Councilman.
Hey guys, fights need to come back.
Where is that Murray?
Where is
that Murray?
Where is that Murray? Where is that Murray? Where is that Murray? Where is that Murray? Where is that Murray? Where is that Murray?
Where's Dave?
Where is that Murray? Where is that Murray?
Oh, he's right there. He's right there.
Where is that Murray?
Where are you taking the people arrested?
What police here?
Taking them. We get an update on how many people have been arrested and where they're being detained? Where are they detained and how many are there? Where are they detained and how many are there?
many are there?
How many are there? Where are they detained and how many are there?
So as you can see, the Seattle Police Department is reckless, out of pocket, completely unprofessional, not only with, they have, if I'm not mistaken, they have a
Port of Seattle Police.
Port of Seattle, well there's multiple jurisdictions, Tequila, Port of Seattle, there's SPD.
Is there SPD?
Yeah. You have a grenade launcher in one hand. You had Officer Delika that actually grabbed the woman by her hair and dragged her to the floor while she was facing away from him. These officers have lost their mind. They were macing another person, and this is what it's come to? This is what, well, of course it did. Of course, because that's where we are now, right? We're in a society in the most quote-unquote liberal progressive city in the country, perhaps first or second to San Francisco. You have a police force that is so well armed that they're willing to exercise every piece of ammunition they have to neutralize us.
Has an immigrant story.
For what? Because we are here to protest against the illegal detention of our brothers and sisters. They're enforcing the policies of Trump. That's what they're doing. There has to be a level of disgrace and dishonor.
People are being murdered. People are being murdered.
In Iran. He's a Canadian citizen. He can't go home. It's fucking bullshit.
And so I need you all to start questioning about our police force. Because if they're here to enforce the executive branch, which is Trump, then they are enforcing Trump's policies. At what point is our police force going to say, I'm not going to do it anymore? It's not right. It's unjust. I don't know. But these officers definitely are not. They're definitely not. And we need officers that are willing to stand up. We need officers that are willing to put their badge down and say, I'm not going to take that order. I'm not going to take that assignment because it's not right. And we will continue to fight. We will continue to resist. And all love to all of you, and I apologize to folks out there, to elders, for getting aggressive and screaming. But when I see my brothers and sisters being treated this way, I act. I respond. I respond. And as you can see, when you respond, they don't know what to do. And so we have to hold our ground. We have to be strong. So there's still hundreds of people here holding it down in front of the police, and they're trying to protect this they're trying to protect this airport. It's been peaceful. There's been no damage, nothing. The aggression, the violence has come from the police department. I want you to keep in mind and a mindful eye of that, because it's going to continue to happen around this country. Every municipality, major municipality in this country has had a greater investment in its police force. Why? So they can continue to do this. So they can continue to try to corral people from public protests and doing what they know is right. So solidarity, love to all of you. I forgot, I wanted to give you all an update. The folks are still detained. They're still here. They've been here since the morning. There's attorneys with them, but they aren't letting them go. They're still there. Other airports have let them go. They've released them. They have the discretion to release them. Seattle has a discretion to release them. And they need to do that. So keep following, keep sharing, and let the world know that this is happening.
And in more than 34 other cities. Demanding that America uphold our core values. Welcome refugees. And say no. Any religious test on immigration. Many protests are happening right now. Some will continue throughout the weekend. Or even longer.
Philip, that's a good idea. I don't have the court order. I can't go search and speak to you all at the same time, but let me see if I can find a way to get that court order. And I'll read it out to you. Sarah, Seattle is a sanctuary city. It is. But people need to know that sanctuary has a very undefined definition, meaning that it only protects you from Seattle Police Department and Sheriff from interacting and working with ICE. It actually doesn't prevent deportations from happening in the city. If ICE finds you and you're undocumented, they can deport you. We need to have true sanctuary cities where if you're undocumented, you're protected. Just like in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, where churches served as true sanctuary cities where people were protected indefinitely from ICE. We need that. We don't have that. This is a farce. This is a fraud. We need true sanctuary cities.
No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban, no wall. Donald Trump has got to fall. No ban. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
We've been told that this pressure is working. We have been told that this pressure is working. You need to get people here.
People here.
You need to get people here.
Here.
You need to get people here. Pressure is working.
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 Direct action gets the goods. Woo! You can go back to chanting. Thank you.
Go home, SBD. This is a sanctuary.
Go home, SPD.
Well, Nina, the tear gas comes in a grenade bottle. That's what it is.
Sanctuary.
When they go, we go. When they go,
We go. When they go. We go. When they go. We go. When they go. We go. When they go.
Barbara Ann, I was in North Dakota. We get it.
When they go. We go. When they go. When they go. We were there. When they go. When they go. We 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 go. When they go. When they go.
No pigs, no KKK, no fascist USA. No pigs,
No KKK, no fascist USA. No pigs. No KKK, no fascist USA.
fuck you.
No pigs. No KKK, no fascist USA. No pigs. No KKK, no fascist
Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey.
He said be different.
I know, Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey.
I think he's on.
Ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. 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 Ho, ho.
people.
Islamophobia's got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. 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 Islamophobia got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go.
Scott, I can play that game too, and you were wrong about everything you said. Shoot it back to me. We'll have this fun game. I'll be here for a while.
Islamophobia's got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go.
And I don't care what it is, if it's beanbags, if it's gasoline, if it's sand, there's a projectile machine that that man is holding that will harm the people out here.
Islamophobia's got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. 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 Islamophobia got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, get that right there.
Look at this.
Stop setting up barricades.
Setting up barricades. So lock us in.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go, 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 hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Go home, SPD. 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 Mike Jack. Mike Jack. Mike Jack.
Amanda, with all due respect, I've been in a city where people listen to police and they end up dead. I promise you that. And so listening to police is not the sole answer. So I want us to be very cognizant of that.
You did tell me. I said okay. I didn't mean I'm gonna do it.
Welcome to the fashion state, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, it's so.
Lot of these stonks.
You want to tell folks why you're here?
Why I'm here?
Yeah.
Because apparently there's still two
13.
across the country.
No, here.
13.
Yes.
There's still 13.
They're still here.
And you know, if they're suffering over something, over the thoughts of, quite frankly, a very powerful, yet a very powerful few. You know, I live 5 minutes away in Burien. You know, I could not, in good conscience, not come here and stand in solidarity and do what I can for my
basically what it is
to suffer with
it's
those
either
guys.
stay here or it's fascism, you know?
Yeah, you know, I mean, this is stuff we read in our history books back in the 1930s. We read about this stuff, and now we have a chance to live it. So at the end,
what's the solidarity like as a brother to stand here in solidarity? What does that mean for you?
What does that mean for me is because I'm, you know, it's pretty obvious. I'm a black person. I fully believe in intersectionalism. Their fight's my fight. My fight is everyone else's fight. And justice to one is justice for all. You know, again, this is what we read in the history books. And, you know, at the end of the day, I want to stand there and look at the and say, I did what I could. You know, in solidarity with all my brethren out here to change the nation, you know. If we all sit down and make a conscious decision to make a change, change can happen. And it starts here. It starts with all of us.
Right on. Appreciate it. Let me start through here. Sisters, would you mind telling folks why you're here? We have 12,000 people watching. If you want to tell the world why you're here. What's that?
We stand against Trump and whatever he's done so. No bad, no wrong.
And what does this mean? What is this solidarity? What does it mean for you all?
We were refugees. We were refugees one day, and we came here and we found our family. This is literally our mom's out of the country. I'm like, what does it mean for her? Well, she comes back. That's not right. That's not right. She's from here. She's been here for over 20 years. She deserves to come back. We're just as American. We're just as American.
No ban, no wall.
Thank you.
Sanctuary for all. No ban, no wall. 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 Sanctuary for all. No ban, no wall.
You want to tell folks why you're here?
No ban.
You want to tell folks why you're here? All right.
The police are approaching from that direction.
Tell them we need more people.
We do need more people. You tell them.
The direction of the Delta shuttle.
We need more people. Police are coming from every side. Our barricades are weakening. We need more people to link up, stay strong, and resist until all detainees are free.
This direction. Toward the escalator.
Toward the escalator.
We need to link arms when these cops get closer.
We need to link arms when these cops get closer.
We need to link arms when these cops come our way.
We need to link arms when these cops come our way.
And make it very hard for them.
And make it very hard for them.
Mic check.
Mic check.
We have a small announcement.
We have a small announcement.
We've heard that what we're doing here in the airport is having an actual impact. On negotiations around the detainees. To not say where that information came from. But to ask folks to stay as long as possible.
Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Stay as long as possible. Right check.
In the back.
Be just outside.
If you need medical help,
If you need medical help,
make your way safely to the outside.
make your way safely to the outside.
The only reason anyone needs medical help is because of them. Anyone else notice? I'd like to see that. And also, why do people
Right.
I know there were guys here like earlier.
That was the one that.
You know the.
Please. Thank you. Got some water.
Water?
So I want to hear, there's a lot more folks now. I'd like to hear where you all are from. Appreciate the love, the support. Everyone here is standing strong. We're here for the 13 folks that have been detained. But we have to be clear that this has to happen around the country, right? This nonviolent resistance that's very firm, that's very strong, and that makes a very clear message that's sent around the country, if not the world, that the people here aren't going to take this, that the people here are not going to stand for a fascist president that is willing to steal the humanity of other human beings by the swipe of a pen.
see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. 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 Why are you in riot gear? We don't see no riot here. 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 We don't see no riot here.
Police are also
We don't see no riot here. We don't see no riot here.
There isn't a...
Yes, I have to tie my shoe. We don't see no riot here.
Who?
The cops.
Oh, way out.
We don't see no riot here. We don't see no riot here. Listen this off. We don't see no riot here. We don't see no riot here. We don't see no riot here. We don't see no riot here.
Why are you in riot gear?
We don't see no riot here.
Why are you in riot gear?
Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia's Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. 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 Islamophobia's got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
This is gonna suck.
The people united will never be divided. 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 The people united will never be divided.
No, I know that. I already know.
United will never be divided. The people 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 united will will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united.
Sorry. I tend to get excited.
You said 20 minutes ago.
We gotta get loud about our rights. Nobody's gonna speak for us. You guys, my voice is almost going. We gotta start screaming.
Let me know.
I will.
Thank you, Tanisha. Yes, please tweet.
Is there?
The governor, Jay Inslee, the mayor, Ed Murray, they need to feel the full pressure of what's going on right now. People have been here for at least 5 hours.
On your toes, people.
Here?
No, but I'm saying,
Hey, Ophelia. Yeah, there actually is SPD here, the contract with the airport. And so there's a number of jurisdictions of officers that are here right now. And there is Tequila, there's Seattle PD, there's Port Police, there is, who else did I see? There's Kent Police, they're from all over. But please tweet Seattle PD, Kent PD, all of them. Phil, that's a great quote. I appreciate that.
Grappling with a wrestler sucks because they just have a wider base.
Tanya, they were pepper spraying people. It's pretty severe.
So if somebody
pretty damn severe.
In addition to having that wrestling, and then they got some jits. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
We go when you go.
I've been there. Quite a few.
We go when they go. 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 We go when they go.
Thank you, Kriya. Much love, sister.
We go when they go. 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 We go when they go.
This is in Seattle. We're at the SeaTac Airport. The Seattle Airport. Seattle Tacoma Airport.
When they go. We go when they go. We
Thank you,
go
China.
when they go. We go 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 when they go. We go.
Aaron, I appreciate that. You're right. And sometimes I like to feed the trolls because if not, they go hungry. November 20th, I was there. Barbara, I was in North Dakota.
Yeah, because once again, I think I've got one friend I've seen. I'm the friend. You're in
for work on Monday. They get along and you want to see it. People who are willing to stay, please stay. We are holding pressure. We're putting pressure on them, and we are winning by doing the action. Please, if you can, stay. Direct action gets the goods. Direct action gets the goods. Direct action gets the goods. Action gets the goods. You will be if you're willing to. I mean, I can
All right, y'all. There haven't been any updates lately. The police are trying to corral the crowd. The police are lined up outside. There's police lined up down the lower level. We have police to our left, police to our right, and definitely attempting to corral us into a corner. We have some heroes and sheroes here, most definitely.
He said we can go.
He said we can go. Mic check, seat check.
I'll let you know if I leave.
No place on.
How you guys feeling, C-Tac?
Okay.
I said, how you guys feeling? C-Tac's got your back! 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 C-Tac's got your back!
Nice talking to you too. Thank you all for being so brave.
It's nice to meet you. I got yeah. It's different. Are you Ilocano?
One outside.
Ilocano.
Are you?
Okay.
Good job for holding down.
Yeah. I think he's wasted too.
I got off work and grabbed some dinner, and then my lady friend gave me a ride. Yeah.
Even
I've just been talking about
Sunday lunch.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, I think we can go down. I don't know. How did you get here?
mean,
That wasn't very bad. I mean,
yeah,
there was
I
like
mean,
10 people.
yeah. I have referred to it as one before, but you could also just
I
say,
probably
like,
got one of the passengers to get arrested going through the line.
What?
You know, I saw at least one passenger get arrested for breaking through the line.
Really?
Yeah.
This is Seattle Police right here. For those that are asking, there is Seattle Police here in full riot gear. We're close to riot gear. We have Seattle Bike Police. Officer, what is your name? You're covering your name.
I'm not.
Oh,
It's
you
Officer
are.
Evans.
Officer Evans.
Yep.
6833 star number.
I'll just take one for the
No detention, but they have lawyers right now.
But they want to wait for the
Friday. That's what we heard. Friday.
Yeah, one person. We drove Cairo reported that when we got reported.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit. Wait, Somali, he's
This side sucks.
It's awesome. Look at all those happy faces. Brother.
I'm gonna stay here, but I will not.
Prepare yourself!
Wake up!
Prepare yourself!
Here we go.
The police are approaching. Link arms, link arms. Everybody link arms.
Officers, what would you like from us? A lot of us are willing to get arrested. We want to do it peacefully and not get hurt. So we're just letting you know that we know you guys are going to stay here. Thank you.
We're letting you know that we know you're human beings. We know that you've been mayor of Seattle, or you guys were told to be here and you're doing your job. We don't want to get hurt. We don't want to get maced. We're all willing to get arrested, and we don't want to leave. We're not going to leave because, as far as we know, there are people still being detained here. We're really, really trying to do our job to be citizens. We know you're doing your job right now to, well, you're just doing your job. We would like some kind of statement from you guys. We've all seen the story so many times of what happened. We'd like a statement from you guys of what you would like us to do if we're arrested so that we don't get hurt. So far, I've seen you guys be pretty decent. A little rough with my left side, but you got taken away. Other people, I respect that you guys have had different experiences. I'm purely talking for myself, and I'll go on record as saying that, yes, other people have not had that experience. So, is there some statement you guys can give us as to what you would like to do if you tell us to leave and we don't, and you guys are going to arrest us? How should we go about that? Pressure's on you guys.
We're really asking you because we're trying to do a good job of this. We know you guys are so far, not attacking us so far, but people outside, we're all scared.
Call your boss.
Yeah.
Just so you know, there's 10.
Put pressure on and be like, hey man, we're tired. We want to go home to our families. One second, you guys. 1 second. You gotta give him a turn.
Just get that real quick.
Yeah. Someone from the police force that could give us some statement. You guys are just staring at us.
Talking to them doesn't change anything. They're racist.
Can I get a mic check?
Mic check.
You don't have to repeat what I say, but I want everyone to know here, including the officers, that there are 10,000 people watching this live. You need to know that you're being watched from around the world, and they will make sure that you are held accountable. These people right here who are putting their bodies on the line are trying to be cordial with you. They're asking you their legal rights. Will you give them in order to disperse before you arrest them? Can we get a response, please?
They've already get the last.
No, they have to, before they arrest, they have
You have an officer in charge.
You speak English. I asked them.
Let's not make that joke.
I see sheriff written on your hat.
We're talking to you, officers.
Do you think about what you're protecting ever?
Corporate interests? Sergeant, talk to Tim. Let's see what's going on.
You think you guys are going to be spared?
Where's the chief of police who spoke to us earlier? Can we speak to him again? Excuse me, officer at the bike helmet. I spoke with you earlier. Can you come speak to me now? Thank you.
You're trained not to think.
We should get like a negotiator out here.
Well, that would be this guy right here. Talk to this guy.
I would love to debate with
Bike helmet. There's no order of arrest right now. They're just holding this pattern.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Officer, I didn't know we could ride bikes in the airport. Pretty cool. You guys.
We won't leave till the refugees leave. 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 We won't leave till the refugees are free. 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 We won't leave till the refugees are free.
Guys, they're not refugees, they're our brothers. We won't leave till our brothers leave. Come with us. No, not leave, stay here. We want them to be with us.
So we won't leave till our brothers.
Brothers and sisters.
Oh, yeah, give her the mic. Give her the.
So just an update. We've been here for, almost 7 hours. People have been resisting for over 7 hours, and they're strong. It's a good contingent of folks, and I just want folks to share and send that solidarity. Tweet, Facebook, Jay Inslee, the governor of Washington, the mayor of Seattle, Ed Murray. Tweet them. They need to be bombarded with, to be known what is happening right now. You have tear gas that was used, pepper spray, commercial pepper spray. You had a young woman whose hair was pulled and she was dragged to the ground by Officer Delic. You have his badge number. We'll be sure to file a report because what he did was incredibly inappropriate and excessive. So please support, share. attacking them. There's no one attacking them. We're standing here. We're standing firm. No one's attacking the officer. They attacked us. So I just want to make that point very clear. I'm not here to incite violence. I'm not here to create violence. I'm here to defend the people that are unlawfully detained.
We won't leave till our siblings are free. We won't leave till our siblings are free. We won't leave till our siblings are free.
Are people having issues watching the feed? Some people are saying that they have trouble seeing the actual feed. I just want to know if folks are having issues. Okay.
People who can risk it.
Hold the line! Hold the line!
Thank you. Yeah.
Hold the line! Hold
They already have attacked us. They've attacked us, brother. I'm sorry. They pulled a young lady by her hair and dragged her to the floor. That's Officer Delic, badge number 200.
You guys, let's be diplomatic.
What do you know about being diplomatic?
Bro, use it.
Whose comments are censored? I'm curious to know. Whose comments have been censored?
Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Ho ho! Islamophobia's got to go. Hey hey! Ho ho! Islamophobia's got to go. Hey hey! Ho ho!
I'm loving these guys. Islamophobia's got to go. Hey hey!
Ho ho! Islamophobia's got to go. Hey hey! Ho ho! Islamophobia's got to go. Officer, stop. You guys, get on the two-way. Tell them.
They locked us in. I don't know if we have the exit downstairs.
Why you guys closing the doors?
Oh, we are free people.
Why is it closed? Why is the entrance closed?
Why is Tukwila police here? Why is the Seattle police here?
1 second.
It's no public entrance.
The public entrance, sir. Let's
Make sure you record it. Make sure no shit comes out. He's arrested for trying to get out?
Yeah, he was just arrested for trying to get out.
First they want us to leave and then they want to arrest us for getting out.
You want us to stay here? We can stay here. We're going to stay here. Someone was just arrested for trying to leave.
You know how many times I've slept in this airport?
And they won't let us leave.
Like, honestly.
Good job protecting us. Well, we are about to get real.
Let's just sketch a red eye to like somewhere. I can't. I don't have enough money to afford to get out.
I just feel like a real dad.
Oh, God.
Who's this nice white woman who's allowed to just stand there and drink water?
That's Cheryl. Leave her alone. Playing, guys.
Cheryl.
There's always a Cheryl. Was that rude to say? That's fucked up, right? That was problematic, actually, to
You should get on one of the megaphones and just do like type 5.
No, I think I need a protest on this.
Mic check, mic check. A man walks into a car. Because you know there's 10,000 people watching, so whatever you say.
Fantastic. What's going to happen to this person since they can they just like detain them definitely, or?
I don't know. I think that they have to be released within like 24, 48 hours if they haven't actually been had charges.
I saw DJ Martinez post a thing saying they moved to detention center in Tacoma, but I've seen no corroboration for that, so I have no fucking clue.
So you're a lawyer, right? Do you know their names?
Yeah, they're detaining both. They're arrested.
Just indefinitely.
And it's Saturday, so.
If she's being detained, she wouldn't. They would tell her. She would have to ask, or he would have to ask, "Am I being detained?" If they say yes, she says no. And they have to tell you, and then you say you're under arrest. If they say yes, they arrest you. If they say no, then you can go. But if I'm assuming that they arrested you.
Yeah, they said you will be arrested.
Okay.
Okay, is this person right here?
Yeah. They arrested her because she was trying to exit these doors, which is completely insane. They're wanting people to leave, but when they try to go through the door... Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Hey,
do you see that?
What is going on?
And now they're arresting her for no reason whatsoever.
Second arrest. Twitter, I'm still here. Yeah, still here. Twitter, yeah, still here. Officer, can you hear us? I think you can hear us. I know you can hear us.
So this person right here just got booked as well?
Yeah.
So in addition to the other person?
Yeah. So
they
there's
have
been two people, yeah.
They have 2 people?
Yeah.
Is that a person of color?
make that judgment.
So we just recently had two ladies trying to leave.
I am here protesting. They've locked the doors. We can't go in.
We cannot.
We're sorry, we
leave
can't go
right
out.
now from the doors. They've locked them. So
whoa! Do you see that? Look at that. Look at that. They're slamming her to the ground.
Oh my God! It seems like someone just got. Let's see over here.
And that is the Seattle Police Department.
I want to know if they locked that side.
Islamophobia's got to go! 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 Islamophobia's got to go!
Officers, you guys know what you got. Guys, Islamophobia's got to go. You know it, we know it, we all know it.
Looks like they're trying to plan to force everyone to get out. They've arrested this person. We have police on every side of the airport. We're holding strong. We're getting word that the resistance is working. The pressure is on that they will potentially release the detainees and not to a detention center. And that's what we're here demanding for. But these police officers are becoming much more aggressive. And we have to be mindful and watchful.
People down, down, down the borders. Up, 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 the people down, down.
arrested for no apparent reason. They drag her to the ground. Just want to keep a watchful eye over her. It's good to hear there were some detainees released in LA. I hear that they're streaming the protest here on CNN. So that people are aware, so we have a number of jurisdictions here at this action. We have Kent Police, which is here. We have the Seattle Police Department. We have the Port Police. We have Tukwila Police. It's an interesting dynamic to see all this go down.
I just wanted to say that to you guys, because I've been thinking about this a lot. I really feel that we need to place more responsibility on Facebook, because every single link that says bad things about Trump that we share, Facebook is money for that. Facebook is monetizing us.
This young lady has been recording this young lady who was arrested for no reason. I'm not sure what they're going to do with her. They're taking her now.
Islamophobia got to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. 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 Islamophobia's got to go, hey, hey. Ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go, hey, hey.
Police here lined up. It looks like they're looking to push the line a little bit.
Ho, ho. Islamophobia's got to go, hey, hey. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
There's more police officers behind me. NLG is here. They have been observing for quite a while. But there's a lot of different places that people have been getting arrested. I'm not sure exactly how many have been arrested.
Stand up, fight back. 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 Hey, ho! Islamophobia's got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
This is what we're up against. Full riot gear. I'm not even sure what the hell that is. Looks like a paintball gun. This guy looks like he's a catcher for the Seattle Mariners. This is wild. This is completely insane. Full riot gear, army gear, helmets though. I don't see any information about their badge or their name because it's covered with their bulletproof vest on.
I don't see no riot gear. Why are you in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear. Why are you in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear. Why are you in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear. Why are you in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear. Why are you in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear.
Why are you in riot gear? I don't see no riot gear.
So this is what's happening here in the United States, 2017, a week into Trump's presidency. This is the beginning of a fascist state, a police state.
Mike, check, what do you guys say?
And I'm not speaking in hyperbole. There's another interesting weapon. I'm not sure what that is.
What's that? Oh, I can't. I mean, that doesn't feel safe to me to ask you without it. Yeah, thanks. So I was just told that we're not really.
Excuse me, are you the captain? Are you the captain or the chief? Excuse me, Port of Police. Are you the captain or the chief?
Excuse me.
Are you the captain or the chief?
The chief.
The chief. So if we have a complaint to file once this is all done, who do we file that with?
Send it to the chief. I'm the chief of the Port of Seattle Police Department. Send it to me.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll look at them, absolutely.
Okay. Because we had 20,000 people see the incident live. And there was a woman dragged from her hair. It wasn't your officer, but I'm not sure if they're in your jurisdiction.
Well, like I said, we'll look at it, absolutely. Yeah, you guys got to understand, I talked to the leadership of this group four different times to say we don't want to arrest anybody. You guys were blocking the paths of little children, people in wheelchairs, stuff like that. You guys had a good cause. You guys had a good cause, but somewhere along the line it got off track. And so that's all I do is ask you. I'll look at what you sent me. I'd ask you to take that message back to the people that you protest with and say, hey, got to have some consideration for people trying to get through the airport. You have little kids going to Disneyland with their parents, and your people are bumping up against them. So that wasn't right.
Well, we have different lines. Like I take the approach of Dr. King. He said that of Dr. King. I take that approach, right? He shut down bridges.
Well, absolutely, but you don't hurt little kids, man.
Oh, hurt? No.
And by the way, I don't think you're that kind of person. But you had some people in your group I don't think share your commitment or your values.
You're claiming that some protesters have hurt children in the airport.
Yeah, when they were walking through here, they were bumping up against the kids. You had people trying to get through the luggage downstairs, trying to get off the plane, down by the exits to the North Satellite. Because I was there, I watched it happen.
I mean, the point was really clear. We're shutting down the airport, though.
Right.
And so it's up to the law enforcement to ensure the safety of the people in the airport. That's not our job.
We did as very best we could.
It's a very big claim to say protesters intentionally harm children at an airport. If you're comfortable saying that claim,
I didn't say intentionally, but I said that they bumped them.
But the escalation is quite severe.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh,
I
what
think
happened?
the thing of it is, see, I'm not recording you guys while we're talking.
Well, no,
we gotta protect ourselves.
It's fine. No, except I wish you would. I wish you had a body camera like I do.
That's fine.
Because it protects us all. It protects us all.
Sure. Do you have no body camera?
The thing of it is I guess.
Do you have a body camera?
They don't carry. They don't. I don't know why.
My point is, what do you hope to accomplish now? The people that you were here to protest about are going to be released tomorrow morning. So you've accomplished what you set out to do. What you gained by sticking around.
Do you take any ownership of the fact that you guys came here and did ultimately break laws?
So eventually we're going to have to clear out the rest of the airport and refer to
our minds are on the detaining refugees, and from our understanding, there are refugees across the street. There are refugees across the country.
What are the grounds?
Because you're disrupting.
See, those are strong words, man. You're saying we're keeping people hostage?
Right.
Did you let people
we
leave?
didn't accomplish
doors
that.
on us.
What's that?
We didn't accomplish that.
You stopped people from coming and
You
leaving
did pretty
freely.
well. We had to close a bunch of
So
shit.
we're holding
So you
people
did your very
hostage.
best.
Right, but people are still flying out.
Those
People
are
are still
strong
coming
words.
here.
You just said that.
You disrupted
I did not say that.
Well, that's the goal,
You
though.
said
I
your
said-
intent was to shut down the airport.
Like I said, I
Are
think
you
it's
not keeping refugees hostage?
And I'm not
right
trying to
now?
put you in a
unfortunate that I can't
corner.
record you while
Are
you're
refugees
recording.
being
You
detained?
can't. I'll give it to you. There's 20,000 people watching.
Anyhow, send me
Are they
the
still detained?
complaint when you get
Where's
it, okay?
the best place to send it?
Except for the
Send it to
people
the
you
chief
brought
of
here and
police,
got
Port of
arrested for
Seattle
breaking
Police
laws.
Department.
Well, what's the
There
email?
are people still detained.
What's
right or
The
wrong.
email?
Protesters.
Just contact the chief's office or my secretary will get
Why do we have information that refugees are still detained?
As far as
is that wrong?
So I do.
That's wrong.
Police negotiations for
Okay.
actions.
The mayor said that the
Police
refugees are still
negotiations for actions.
detained.
I'm a professor at
Congress
the law
people
school.
are saying we have senators here still. We have
I just want to be
Congress
clear
people.
on what the protocol is to disperse.
Refugees are still detained.
From
I'll
this
show
point
you.
on.
I'll show you the news, man.
To disperse?
I'm telling you. Can I ask you a question
right
now?
now?
Can I ask you a question
When it gets to that, we're trying to let you guys spend a little more time.
Human to human, I don't. This is not. This is to me. It's not about an individual cop. It's about the broken system. Now, I want to ask you a question. Are there moments where you feel like you're on the wrong side?
Takes advantage of that.
Never a doubt. Do you believe what happened on the Muslim ban today was correct or not correct? It was wrong.
But how many warnings, as far as warnings, I usually tell the people
Nobody
in the
wants
front
to be
line
here, man.
that you'll receive
I don't want to
2, 3
face you
warnings.
with all your gear and your weapons. I'm terrified. Okay?
Right, but before you arrest,
this is not fun.
Yeah.
We'll announce it. We'll probably read it
But
twice.
we know people are getting released slowly by slowly. There's a reason why senators are here, Congress people are here, people are watching all over, man. Like,
as patient as we can.
We're
and
singing.
I think what's happening
Man, we're not
is,
holding,
like,
you can't
this
say
right
stuff
now.
like we're holding people hostage.
I would like
Are you
people to
serious?
leave
Yeah, I'm very serious.
here in the near future.
I really truly feel
So
like
let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
But we're probably getting to the point we're probably going to have to cross
If
that path.
you did something,
You know, the other thing
say
we're
you sped
talking
through a
about is you
neighborhood and I
guys
had
are
offense to that.
Sure.
Because
Would you think I did something wrong?
basically it was for immigrants.
If I get a bunch of people surround your house and don't let you leave?
Downstairs, not you, but the other group.
What do those people do to not leave the airport? What is those?
You're changing the subject? You don't want to answer the question?
No, I'm using your question. Exactly, to your logic.
but they weren't mistreated.
Why are they
weren't
mistreated? Detained. I'm talking about the refugees. Why do you think we're here? If they're all released, we go home.
Right.
Release them, we'll
Didn't have
leave.
anything to do with those two folks you're talking about.
The Seattle is holding
that are
them. The
detained?
feds are holding them.
That word takes right.
Well, you
Right.
guys
They've got
have the
legal
power to speak
counsel.
to
They're going
them.
to be released tomorrow. That's all going to work out.
Okay, if you think it's just a pawn,
No, and I
then
hear.
I don't
I mean,
understand.
the sad part is that you're tasked with a job.
If you're basically
that
saying you're just a
enforces
robot,
policies
just told what to
makes
do.
it look like
You have a
to
mind, you have a
follow
heart,
these
man. And I believe
Right.
that
Follow
fully.
the
I don't
policies,
view
'cause you're the
you as
executive
just
branch.
somebody in uniform.
Law
And all
enforcement
we're
is-
trying to do is we're
I
just trying
respect
to
your life.
I get what you're saying.
Sure, but the executive branch is coming from a policymaker who we don't agree with.
But your issues are with U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
But my
not with the
question is, I'm just
policy.
curious.
Sure,
Do
but
you
you're
realize
enforcing
the
those
gravity of what
policies.
you're doing?
Oh, we do.
Actually, we're
We
not.
know.
We don't
And we're
enforce it.
terrified,
Our
but
thing
we're
was-
here for the refugees.
that
Because
is
the
United States
president has
immigration
proven
issue, not
that
ours.
the government,
No, right, but by
the country is not
arresting,
there for them
by
right now.
using pepper
They've
spray,
declared that
you know
today.
your officers use pepper spray.
There's a reason why
Oh no, they did
protesters caused
aggressively,
the Supreme
and then the
Court to
escalation
halt
though,
it.
like this,
the temporary ban,
is
ACLU
quite
has
over
done
the top
that.
in
But
full
even
riot
though
gear.
that has
There hasn't
happened,
been
we were
any
about to
use
go home.
of
We
force on
learned that the
our end
refugees are still
against
detained.
But you gotta
Until they're
understand,
not detained,
honestly,
we're going to be
I'm
here.
probably not
And when they're
worried
released,
about a
we'll leave. It's
reasonable guy
so
like you.
simple. It's simple.
But you watch the May Day
That's it.
protests where you have very good people doing the May Day protests.
There's nothing else we
a
want.
legitimate labor cause. And their,
But your
and their
execution is trying to
march
get that
gets
heard.
hijacked by...
You're saying there's a wrong
These
way
guys
to
are
do
here
it,
because
right?
there's other people that
And that's where
hijack
we
your good
differ.
cause.
But there's a
Sure,
sense
but
of urgency in my
escalation,
mind.
you know, this escalation is caused by presence of
Do you think the
escalation.
message would have went over
Right,
better?
but you
We
gotta
haven't had
understand,
that
too,
presence.
You brought all these people
we
here.
didn't bring these guys in
Said
until
your
this
piece
was long. All of
without
my guys were
interrupting
dressed like
service.
If we had a
soft.
luxury of time,
We
we
didn't
would
bring
have
these
done
guys
that.
into
I'm
The
saying.
fact
literally
is,
all hell.
people are being
But this
detained.
actually makes the
There was
situation
risk
worse.
of deportation
Well,
that was gone
in your
through
mind,
protest.
I understand that.
Oh, no, I mean,
through the
I
work
do.
of ACLU.
Yeah.
And now that they're
absolutely
no
kept these
longer
guys out of
fearful of
sight
being
until
deported, they're still
people
being detained. It's a
started
sense of
resisting
urgency.
And then we brought them in. So we'll agree to disagree today, but I appreciate the conversation.
He's very aware
And
of
as
that.
far
He's
as
very
you know,
aware.
you won't get it. It's a severe.
I want to give him.
I
It's
just
a
wanted to
severe
ask
thing. I mean, he
questions.
grabbed
The
the.
methods.
He's from.
Sure,
I mean, I
He's
get
from
what
If we're
Chicago.
talking about
So I'm not sure
Send
if
it
you
to
have
me
the
and I'll
message.
take absolutely. I'll pass it on. I promise you that it will get the appropriate.
Because if it doesn't, we'll have to file a lawsuit.
Spoke your mind.
If it doesn't, we have to file a
There was
lawsuit.
a law passed, and we had had a debate about it. There's nobody detained. Okay. But people are being detained. Their lives are being detained. This is a reaction to
Islamophobia got to go! Hey, hey! Islamophobia got to go!
So I just had a conversation with the chief of police for the Port of Seattle, and he's not very conscious of what his officers had been engaged in, what they did to the people here. I think he's left out of loop quite a bit. From the evidence we have in this video and what you all have been talking about and what you all saw as witnesses, we are going to make sure that these officers are held accountable, because they should not be able to engage in this type of behavior to enforce policies that are dehumanizing to so many people around the world and in this country. And so we will be filing a report. If that doesn't work, we'll be filing a lawsuit against the police officers that literally assaulted and took down a woman by her hair. The pressure has worked across the country. The pressure has worked. And many people here are saying they will not leave until they're released. But around the country, the pressure is working. They have taken part and they have influence in the negotiations. And we have to keep up the resistance. It's not just here, but around the country, in all the big cities, all the towns where you know that Trump is going to have his hand in it, where you know that civil rights, civil liberties, human rights are going to be violated. We have to stand up. All right, y'all. So it looks like they are still holding ground. The police are on each side of us. The people are still here. I'm going to tap out so I can go charge my phone, and we will give you updates. So keep follow my page. I may not be able to accept friend requests, but follow my page and I will give an update so that everyone can know what is happening, the results, and what's going on. So much love to you all. As the folks were saying, please contact
what it feels like is currently. Oh, don't want to lose my sweater. Where is my sweater? What it feels like to me is that I don't feel like there's much more personally to do here. It was an enormous statement that was made. I don't know what the other airport protests were like. It's surreal to hear announcements now. Passengers have, but as you can see, there's still many cops around, just kind of hanging out. I think I'm gonna probably go home. I think from everyone that I've talked to, the situation with the detainees is that they've been taken somewhere else. I'm honestly trying to figure out, other than the statement of being here, what to do next. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll stick around. It's been a truly amazing night, though. I much respect again to my little brother Cy Donovan Smith. Got arrested, and thanks Jennifer and Kate for coming out with me, and some folks from SCT.